and there is complex lending procedures. Beside that, limited access to the finance to the SME sector, because we are feeling like that about 24 or 26% are getting the finance from the banking sector. Otherwise, in unorganized sector, they are availing it. So, have any views around that? Because as a banker, you are handling so many zones also. Please give your view on that SME financing, sir.
And as you told, mainly if we see MSME, it is largely unorganized sector. Largely unorganized sector. And if we, even in MSME, if we go for micro and small, leave aside medium industries, and nowadays have a bigger assets and also having a bargaining power also. But if we see the micro and small units, which is forming more than 80% of total MSME entrepreneurs, how they access this market, financing market, and how this financial market respond to them. That is very important part. If we say they are unorganized, mainly because of their business models, their buyers, their suppliers, they are not following the accounting standards. They are not following the proper record maintenance. They are not maintaining the receipts and payments and invoices. And because of that, as any financial institution measure their creditworthiness or their financial requirement on the basis of their accounts, on the basis of their records. Unfortunately, this unorganized sector and smaller micro and small units, they are not trained enough to keep their financial records proper. Probably maybe lack of knowledge, probably maybe lack of resources or lack of time. Indian Bank started one scheme, Prerna, that is purely for the training of these entrepreneurs. It is not related to finance. Prerna is only give how MSME manage their affairs so that they can be they can reach those financial institutions for their any requirement. So in that way, the gap in skills, the gap in knowledge make them somewhat not eligible to get the traditional financial system, the benefit of traditional financial system, and thereby even if they approach finance, their whatever their actual requirement, it is actually assessed much below, because their income tax filing records, their GST filing records, everything is not as proper as some bigger industries or bigger businessmen are having, and thereby they are in a position to get bigger financial chunk as well as at lower rate. They get the benefit from both sides, whereas micro and small units, they get lesser finance at a higher rate. So that also reduces their financial viability. That again is a big issue.